Well, hi. Today is Monday, November 10th, 2025. I'm Todd Studer, and this is Morning Coffee. We have a great show for you today. I had an opportunity to visit again with Jacob Kuhl. He's the Director of Member Services for the Council Bluffs Area Chamber of Commerce, and the Chamber has so much going on, including their annual meeting, which is going to be coming up in January. Well, tickets are on sale now, so you have an opportunity to get there and get your tickets. You're going to want to be a part of this. You're going to hear everything that the Chamber is going to be doing, successes from the past year, what's coming up the following year, and it's a wonderful opportunity to network. I understand that my networking group, the Council Bluffs Business Connection, is going to be sponsoring that 360 camera. If you were there last year, chances are that you enjoyed that. We sponsored it last year. We're going to be doing it again this year. And it's just a ton of fun and just one of the many things that are going to be going on. So, well, I'll tell you what, let's just let Jacob tell you more about that and everything else that's going on at the Chamber. Jacob Kuhl on today's episode of Morning Coffee. Morning Coffee also brought to you by a brand new sponsor. It's Keith Jones with Edward Jones Financial Advisor in Council Bluffs. Learn how he can help you reach your financial goals. Visit edwardjones.com for more. Edward Jones, member SIPC. S&B Country Kennel, the top spot in Southwest Iowa when you need to know your dog will receive only the best. They have boarding, they have daycare, grooming, self-washing, training, and even a membership available to a dog park that's over an acre in size. S&B Country Kennel, located just west of I-29 on Bungie Avenue, south of Council Bluffs. Their website, sbcountrykennel.com. That's country spelled with a K. And since 1870, Avela Bank has been providing Iowans with high-quality financial products and services to fit their needs, whether you need a loan, would like to start a new business account, saving money for a trip, or looking to open a personal checking account. Avela's qualified bankers can help you with all of that and more. Visit avela.bank to learn more. Back at the Council Bluffs Chamber of Commerce office. Hey, this is Jacob Kuhl. He is the Director of Member Services here, and always a great time when I get to come in here and talk with you, because you've always got something new to talk about. There's so many things going on at the Chamber, and as we are recording this, we just got wrapped up with the Rev Pitch competition that the Chamber got involved with this year.
Yeah, the Chamber was happy to support all the pitch contest participants by offering them a one-year Chamber membership. And if they are already Chamber members, we're going to give them a free table at our annual meeting on January 29th. So
very cool.
It's the least we could do. It takes a lot of courage to get out there and pitch in front of a room full of strong businessmen and women. But it's just exciting to see the entrepreneurs in our communities, and that's going to strengthen our business community. And it's just, there's so much energy behind that. And that's why the Chamber is happy to support that. I mean, we are 100% pro-business and pro-entrepreneurs. So it was exciting last night.
It's a wonderful event that showcases people oftentimes thinking outside the box.
Yes.
And trying to come up with a unique way to solve a problem that they are seeing that sometimes some of us haven't even thought about it. And then I'm sitting there and I'm watching these pictures and I said, oh, well, that makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's fun to see a couple of them are farmers market vendors, and to hear their full story was awesome. You learn so much from them, you know, in those one-on-one connections. So I'm really proud of everyone that showed up last night.
Well, this is also, it's really a true community event, because yes, TS Bank is contributing, and the reason that it exists is because of them, but also a lot of different businesses contributing to that $20,000 total that went out last night. And that is an indication that we all understand that rising tide raises all ships, and especially in a community our size, that we need to support each other. And what benefits one benefits everybody, even if you're in a competing business. And that part doesn't matter, because one business can't cover everybody. So it's important that we work together, and that is a wonderful example of that happening.
Yeah, if you look at what TS Bank and Advanced Southwest has been doing for that pitch contest for years, it's always exciting. It brings the community together. I mean, you look at the other partners that are on their sponsorship sheet, they're all great community partners, and I'm so proud that they got involved as well.
Yeah, when you also look at, because we were watching videos last night of some of the previous winners, they're all still in business.
Yeah.
You know, and how hard is it to maintain a whether it's a sole proprietorship or a small company past that 5-year mark? We see that a lot.
Right.
And even with Advanced Southwest Iowa, once upon a time I did a podcast for them, and we were talking with a lot of the different clients that they had. When we got to the end of the year, we did a best of, and every single guest that we had on was still in operation.
See, that's
And
wonderful.
that's a testament to them and
Yeah.
the work that they do.
They're really good about carrying the momentum. Like I said, it takes a lot of courage for those businesses to get up there and pitch. I mean, it's their heart and soul up there. And that little small momentum, that little small check that they got, is going to go a long way for them. And that's exciting to see.
It very much so. Also, something else that the chamber has been working on. You started a new. We had a young professionals group before.
Impact CB.
Yeah,
That's fantastic.
And it was doing great. And I remember talking with several of the members. My hair is too gray; they won't let me in. But with a refocus on the young professionals in the area, that has proven to not only be needed, but also very, very valuable to the young professionals, to the older generation, to those who are just thinking about a business. Because you're seeing attendance at the events, like a lot of folks going.
Yeah, we have a lot of momentum with this, but it's a passion project. I mean, Council Bluffs Young Professionals are needed, and the mission of Council Bluffs Young Professional Group that we're doing is to help show them that this is somewhere that they can live and work, and that their talent is needed in this community, not somewhere else. So we did attend the Trans-Siberian Orchestra yesterday with the Council Bluffs Young Professionals, and they got to see the scale of operations that they put in, building an East Coast set and a West Coast set, and being backstage behind that and seeing the performers and seeing the artists jam out to this set. It was really a neat experience, and those are the type of experiences we want to provide the young professional community, to show them there's a lot that goes on in Council Bluffs. I mean, the Trans-Siberian Orchestra starts their tour in Council Bluffs, and it's unique. They even said it themselves. It's a unique place to be able to build sets and start your tour in the middle of the country. And Council Bluffs provides that. And I think a lot of the young professionals took it away like, wow, that was really cool. I can't wait to see what the next young professional event is. And I even talked to a few of them that were like, I have a friend that would love this, and get them involved. And I had a couple of people reach out to me asking to get involved. So it's just, there's so much momentum, and we just got to keep that going. So we do have, in 2026, a packed schedule for young professionals. Being a part of the advisory committee, it's been really fun to work with people that are excited. It's a small committee, which means we're going to get a lot accomplished because there's less decisions to be made. We kind of all have the same narrow focus on what we want to do. A lot of skills series, which is going to be leadership based and growth based professionally, but also still providing that networking and social option, because there are transplants that move to this community and they're kind of overwhelmed with trying to find a new group. And we want to provide that group where everyone's welcome to make friends, to socialize, to go out after hours together, and not just at our chamber events, but at other community events and just socially on the weekends. Provide that opportunity to meet someone new and share experiences in the community. So yeah, incredibly passionate about Council Bluffs Young Professionals, being one myself, and knowing that I love this community so much and that it does have a lot to offer. That's what I'm excited about. So we're going to keep pushing forward, and I'm really excited for 2026. So my call to every young professional is, if you're out there, reach out to me. I'm happy to get you involved.
Yeah, this is the things that affect young professionals are a little bit different than how it is me. It's not opposite, but it is a little bit different. I've actually been thinking about having an episode, and I'll get it put together, that kind of addresses the flip side to that, of business owners who started their business after the age of 50, because we have different goals.
Yeah.
We have different mindset about it, because I'll admit it, I'm 57. So with this business that I'm doing, I don't have 40 years with this to be able to put into this and to be able to grow it. It's a different type of mindset. That same applies to young professionals. They approach things differently because they have a different path that they're on. It's not completely different. We're going the same direction, I think, but they look at things differently, and it's important. You've heard me talk about it before, that young professionals are not the future of this community. They're the present
Right
of this community.
Yes, absolutely.
Right now. We need them now, not in 10 years, but right now.
Yes.
And the skill sets they bring and the different views that they bring, that's critical to having a successful and growing business community.
I couldn't agree more. I mean, that's literally why we're so excited about this. Is you take myself, for example, if I was in Impact CB 10 years ago, where my professional development would have been, where my network would have been, I would have been much more well connected in the community than I already am now. But it's just the potential of this program it's to the moon.
As you are watching new young professionals come in, and in times older professionals, one of the metrics I think that we can all look at is how many ribbon cuttings am I seeing that are scheduled going through the chamber? And you've been busy.
I've been busy. Yeah. Luckily, I have a lot of great support through the Council Bluffs ambassadors. And yeah, we've done, I think my first year, we did 27 ribbon cuttings just from when I started in February of 2024. In 2025, we're about 30 right now. I did 5 in October and I got another 4 in November. Really excited. I mean, that's the heartbeat of the community, is celebrating the businesses. And these ribbon cuttings aren't just for grand openings, and they're for redevelopment. They're for the housing projects that are coming, the apartments that are coming. We just celebrated Chapters Living up at, which was formerly Risen Sun. They rebranded and they reopened, and that has been a staple for our community for so long. So to be able to celebrate them again under new leadership and know that they're going to provide the community with a safe option for seniors in our community, that's huge for us. And we want to continue to celebrate that. Trivium Life Services celebrated 50 years. We did a ribbon cutting for them. We have one upcoming for Accurate Accounting, which used to be a tenant of ours here in the Chamber of Commerce. Stacy Wilbur, she's wonderful, celebrating her move to Madison Avenue. I mean, there's just so much excitement around ribbon cuttings, and to be able to provide that as the Chamber of Commerce, like, that's our thing. It's so cool. I'm grateful to be able to provide that service for our members and the community as well. We're always open to work with partners. If you're not a chamber member and you want to host a ribbon cutting, just get in contact with me. We can make something work, and it's going to be thrilling and it'll be fun. And I hope that we can celebrate every business in this community because it's deserved.
Yeah,
like you said, it's hard to be a business owner, and the chamber wants to help advocate for those business members.
You don't always have to have a brick and mortar place either, because I know you've held a lot of ribbon cuttings right here at the chamber office for somebody that's in the service world. And because sometimes they don't have a physical office, they've got a business, but it might be a home-based business or what have you. So there are options regardless of what type of business it is.
Yeah, the entrepreneurs, they can host it right here in this lobby. I know that we've seen a lot of remote businesses start up, and they don't, like you said, they don't have a brick and mortar. We can provide that brick and mortar. We're happy to do that. We've got a great space here. You see it every second Tuesday of the month with Coffee and Contacts. It's always packed in here. We have the room, we have the capabilities, so why not use it?
If somebody is hosting a Coffee and Contacts, yeah, oftentimes it is here, but not always. Sometimes if a business has the space, they will do it there. I think I have seen examples of maybe they overestimated how much space they actually had, because it gets pretty crowded. But that's a good problem to have.
Yes.
Because so many different organizations see value in that, past just getting a cup of coffee and maybe something to eat that morning, because we get to communicate with a lot of different businesses. Collaborations can happen that you never thought were possible.
Yeah, there's 2 things I always joke about when people are planning their Coffee and Contacts. They come, Jacob, we don't have the space to host that. And I go, well, if you can fit 30 to 40 in its tight quarters, it's going to make them network. They're going to have to mingle. They're in a spot where they can't move. So I always joke about that. But yes, we are always welcome to host here. And the second thing I always joke about with them is just it's an opportunity to be late for work that day. Why not?
Yeah.
Come have a cup of coffee, some tasty treats, then start your day with a donut, mingle. I mean, show up to work late and let them know, well, I was actually busy networking. So your boss is going to be happy that you were there making those connections, and we're going to be happy to have you.
Yeah, we had, the Council Bluffs Business Connection, that's part of a group that I belong to, and we had a great turnout at the last one. Not just with us, because we're going to bring a crowd
Yeah.
on our own, but there were so many people here that typically you'd see everybody just kind of gets in a circle. Couldn't do it. We had too many. Kind of had to do the Chick-fil-A drive-through way.
Yeah, we
getting people
rifled
lined.
through that. It was unique. But that's the thing is like it's so fun to have that energy in the room. You know, we're gonna get through this, but we still had the opportunity to introduce everyone and say what business they are, who they're here for, what they're doing. I mean, that's the purpose of those. And if people don't show up for those and we start to see the value of it, we have to reevaluate. And we've never lost value in our coffee and contacts.
If
Or
there's
chamber mixers.
if there's a business that has an interest in being a host of Coffee and Contacts or one of the chamber mixers, how far out do they have to be thinking? I mean, are you like booked a long way out?
Yeah. I would say right now we have maybe 2 or 3 spots for 2026 open.
Okay.
But 2027 is usually when I start booking. Like I'm booking 2027 right now.
Wow.
Yeah. It's exciting. It's fun.
It is. So plan ahead
Yes.
is the idea behind that, but that's also an indicator of, businesses that do this and that book this far out, they're not dumb. They understand the value and they understand we need to plan ahead for this. And if we got to go a year out to do it, we're going to do it.
Yeah.
Because we get so much back in return.
Yes, and for low cost, I think Coffee and Concepts is $300 and Chamber Mixers is $500. When you look at the impact of that towards your business and your brand management and getting the word out, I mean, it sells itself.
Oh, you're right. That's incredibly inexpensive. When you have, for $300, you have a captive audience to be able to tell about your business specifically, because that's why everybody is there. So 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever that talk is, that's invaluable to be able to have that.
Yeah.
Let's also talk about the annual meeting because tickets are on sale, and I'm sure already getting booked because this is a very well attended event
Yep.
each year too.
We've already sold around 12 to 15 tables, and we've already sold about 20 tickets online. They opened up, 1st of November.
Mhm.
So to have that many ticket sales already, it's kind of crazy. It's kudos to Jessica Escamilla, our director of events. She puts on a great show. The vibe and the support of the business. The Business Connections did the 360 camera and doing it again this year.
Yeah.
And that was a lot of fun. But there's just 450 business members in there. I mean, it's a packed house. It's a beautiful event, very well orchestrated, and it has purpose. Like we do things intentionally at the chamber to make sure that we're providing our business members with knowledge of what's going on in the community, opportunities that are going on in the community, the quality of life that's growing in this community. We have a platform to speak on this. And again, we're so fortunate to be able to do the work we do. And it's not without our business members that we can do this work. So throwing a little gala party at the start of the year to get people excited. Everyone has that New Year's resolution going on about what they're going to do differently this year. And coming to the annual meeting, I think gets businesses excited to grow in 2026 for that year. So I'm so excited to host this again this year.
Back at the MAC, right?
Back at the Mid-America Center.
Yep.
Yep. And it's on January 29th. And tickets are on sale. Tables are on sale. If you're a business out there looking to attend, contact me. I will give you the rundown of everything that's going to happen at the event and how we can support you and advocate for you and get you there and get you excited about the new year.
Just the simplest way, website, councilbluffsiowa.com.
councilbluffsiowa.com. You can purchase it right through our website. If you're looking to buy tickets and you just want to take that first step and get in there, it's on our website, councilbluffsiowa.com. Otherwise, always contact me directly at 712-256-5669.
So all of the stuff that we've been talking about today is available on that website, more information, but you're like me. let's have the conversation.
Yes.
And it's even better when you can sit across the desk
Mhm.
and have the conversation as opposed to just picking up the phone. Phone works, but I would recommend coming down here and actually coming into the office, because that gets you the full experience.
It does.
And you can learn a little bit more, I think, because, there's an energy about everything,
Yeah.
and including here.
Yeah, you can pop in and see us, grab a Jay's coffee, talk to Brandy at the front desk, talk to me. We're right up front for you. Always excited when new people come into my office. I always try to introduce the team because we do so much, and we have a wonderful team here. Couldn't speak more highly of the team, and I love people getting to know who we are and what our purpose is, and kind of our backgrounds. So yeah, come to the chamber office. It's right on the 100 block. Grab a coffee, stick around, chat, pop over to one of the restaurants on the 100 block, support their business, shop at the local businesses on the 100 block. I mean, so much opportunity down here that I think people kind of sleep on.
Yeah, that's true. And after that, take a trip over onto Main and Pearl and see some of the businesses that are over there. There's some great shops,
Yeah.
great restaurants over there, and sometimes I think the 100 block gets a lot of attention, rightfully so, but the rest of downtown, there's a ton of history in there. And you've got the library, you've got Bayless Park right in the heart
I
of
think
it.
we have
And
the best library in the state,
oh yeah,
and it's run proper.
yeah.
So I think Anthony and her team and the city do a great job of keeping that up. And you're right, Bayless Park is a stone's throw away. I love walking through that park. I walk constantly for work, mental health walks,
Mhm.
getting the brain going, and walking down to Bayless Park and seeing the businesses there and stopping in and saying hi to the people I know. It's wonderful.
Well, we're going to be having another ribbon cutting for what I'm doing and Kyle Randy is doing. That's going to be on the way. We haven't scheduled anything yet because we want to make sure we've got it all dialed in before we do. But that's going to be coming.
Do you know the right person to contact?
I've heard that there's somebody at the chamber that I can talk to about this. So but,
Happy to help.
we're looking forward to having a great time with that. And, we're diving right back into the heart of downtown too. I mean, we're going into the Park building, which is just freshly renovated. And I think that they are about to finally get everything completed after about 18 months. So
I'm excited for you guys.
yeah.
That'll be awesome.
that's going to be, it's going to be a great location for us and a great location for a lot of businesses, I think, because there's a ton of space available and it is designed for smaller businesses. A lot of these people we talked about that they have might have a home-based business. Well, how would you like to have an office to be able to go to and be able to meet with people, and a conference room to be able to use? So I'm giving them a free pitch here right now.
I love it.
But looking forward to seeing everybody that comes in there and that starts to get filled up.
Big opportunity.
Yeah, definitely. Well, Jacob, cool. Thank you so much for your time. Grateful
you.
as always, and looking forward to some of these events and kind of capping thing off with the rest of the year, and we'll get into the new year with the annual meeting and just get everything kicked off the right way.
Follow us on social media, Council Bluffs Chamber.
All right. Thank you much, sir.
Thank you.
A lot of great football played over the weekend. Iowa coming up just short against ninth-ranked Oregon, or some polls have them as high as 6th. And Iowa played lights out, played Iowa football. People keep complaining, oh, they just win ugly. No, that's just how Iowa plays. They're going to make you earn every single thing that you get. And in the end, here's my opinion, Oregon was just a better team. They completed passes on that last drive that I don't think Iowa would have been capable of doing, from quarterback to receiver. Dante Moore, wow. Holy cow. Everyone's expecting this guy's going to go in the first round, and he proved it. That was impressive, what you saw him do in the last drive. Iowa comes up just short. Nebraska, on the other hand, throws a brand new quarterback out there and gets out of UCLA with a win. So they have now gotten 7 wins on the season. A couple of tough games left ready to go for them. They are at Penn State, who, by the way, how they ended up not winning that game against Indiana, I'm not sure how that happened, other than somebody making a catch for Indiana at the back of the end zone that still doesn't look humanly possible to make that catch, but he did. Replay showed it. And then, of course, finishing up the year with the big Iowa-Nebraska game. Game is in Nebraska this year, and that is both teams coming in pretty darn good and playing their best football towards the end of the year. So this is going to be one of the better games we've seen in a long time, I think, and I'm looking forward to it. Somebody else that's looking forward to it is going to be Travis Waldstein with AirServe Heating and Air Conditioning and Waldstein Plumbing. Huge Iowa fan, always love to talk football with him. You know, Waldstein Plumbing has you covered with fast, reliable service and expert craftsmanship. You can say the same for AirServe Heating and Air Conditioning in Council Bluffs. Here's a couple of websites, waldsteinplumbing.com or airservecouncilbluffs.com. And by the way, when you spell AirServe, take the E off the serve and put it on the end of the air. It's AIRESERV. It's the best way I can think of to describe it, airservecouncilbluffs.com. And Service Master Restored by Schmader knows it's hard to get back to normal when you've suffered serious property damage due to flooding, fire, or smoke, and you may also be left with all sorts of questions about how to get your home or business back to normal. Service Master Restored by Schmader can restore your space by offering quality commercial and residential restoration services. Call 402-339-9911. Thank you once again, Jacob Kuhl, for being our guest today on the show. Always a great time when you get a chance to talk with him. And we are going to get other chamber folks on pretty soon, too, because Winterfest is just a couple of weeks away. Brandy Duvall is going to be heading up the effort. There's a maker's market going on. Some of the same folks that were at the farmer's market are going to be there as well. I will be at Winterfest only across the street with the Masons, as we will have free hot chocolate, cookies, and cider, and even some Christmas carols from the Shriners. Shriners are coming back over from Omaha, and they're going to be entertaining you. And all of that is free. That is going on with the Shriners. So we look forward, or with the Masons across the street. So we're looking forward to having another wonderful Winterfest. I got a feeling we may set a record for attendance. This thing keeps growing every single year. That's going to wrap up today's show. Thanks for being a part of it. I hope your week is launching well. My name is Todd Studer. We'll see you back here tomorrow morning.